Another one for Tommy Boy. Another one for the world. Another one for the listeners. And maybe.
Welcome back to the Third Leg Podcast. This episode, we have NFL Week 8 recap and Week 9 preview. As always, we've got Dr. Dunny and Dan the Knight this week. How you doing? How you been, fellas?
Great. I don't know if Dan can see us right now, but he is there.
Yeah,
What's
I'm just
going on, Dan?
I'm locked in this week, boys. You know, we've had a rough couple weeks, but I decided to lock it in this week.
Oh, good night.
All right, well, we got to start off. Lions didn't play this week, but Week 8 recap. What are your guys' biggest takeaways?
Where the fuck was this Dolphins team the last few weeks? Good God.
They had to save.
34.
They had to save Mike.
Oh, for sure. 34-10 against the Falcons. Holy shit. I did not see that coming.
Well, the
I
biggest
thought
thing.
I
Go
thought
ahead.
I thought coach was about to get his ass fired, but trying to stick around a little longer.
Yeah, and their defense is what really did it. I mean, 10 points against letting up 10 points against Atlanta is pretty big, especially with how much points they've been putting up or giving up every single game. So it's best defensive game for them, and it saved Mike by a week, maybe. I know he's still on the hot seat. He's going to lose more games. We'll see if they turn it around. But at this point, they need to look forward to next year, whether that's with coach, draft picks, whatever. But winning games is not helping you next year. It's only helping Mike. So good for him, bad for the organization.
Do you reach out to other teams? I know there were people that were interested in getting Tyreek from you week 2, week 3 already this week. Do you say, hey, what are you willing to pay us now for him? Just
What do
get
you have
him
to
off your
lose?
books and
What
get
do you have to
more
lose?
draft capital? Right. Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, they can still keep Waddle and try to get a veteran receiver and then go through the draft and still have a decent wide receiver core. But with Mike and Tua, one of those got to go. Um, I don't think Mike's going to last this year, obviously, but I think they have a lot more questions than just that.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, even if they did pick up draft picks, like what are you picking? What are you picking for the Dolphins? Where are you going?
Well, they need offensive line, they need a defensive line, and they need defensive backs very bad. Their front four, five, eight did really well this week, but the back end has been hurting them all year. They give up a fuckload of big plays. But it's also hard because their defense has been on the field prior to this week most of the game. So their offense hasn't put up points. It's going to look bad regardless when you get blown out. The defense puts up a lot, offense doesn't put up enough. Um, they have a lot of positions that they're going to have to, look into for next year, and it's really just going to be what they do in free agency, and then go for there. See what they can get veteran wise to like help next year, and then draft for the next couple of years. But I don't see a massive turnaround in 1 year.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised what they did with Bijan. To be honest, like they held him under 50 yards.
Yeah.
It's crazy, you know. So I mean, maybe there's potential there, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's a one-off. So if they do it again next week, it's a whole nother story. But through this many weeks and you finally had a good defensive showing, it's a little too late.
Right. RELAX, right? You know.
Shit. Speaking of relax, Love beats Rogers 35-25. Did you guys get to watch that game?
I did. I watched, I guess, some of it. I didn't watch the entire game. I ended up going to bed. Um, I wasn't impressed by either side, truthfully. I know the Packers kind of pulled away there at the end, but Aaron Rodgers actually didn't play terrible in the
He's
first half,
still
at least.
slinging it. His
Right.
defense
Shouldn't
sucked.
have
His
shooting the
back
ball.
end was terrible. They let Kraft go for like 100 yards and 2 tutties. I mean, you cannot, with that wide receiver core, we talked about it like it wasn't enough. You can't let the tight end be the X factor. That can only be like a 1/4, 1/2, but something has to get fixed. You can't let Kraft go for 2 tutties, and he was running all over them. So they got to fix that. But the biggest thing in the first quarter, Pittsburgh kicked 3 field goals. So they got in the red zone. They got plenty of chances to score points early, and they didn't, and it ended up fucking them in the long run. They only put up what 2 touchdowns and the rest field goals. So
Did you guys see Deshaun Elliott's knee just get absolutely waxed in the first or second quarter? Oh, dude, you have to look that up. You have to look that up after the episode. He got his knee, his leg was straight legged, trapped underneath Tucker.
oh
It's
no.
just a bad play overall. This is the only play that I actually watched during the game, and then I went to bed. But he literally,
Dude, keep
Love
the
get-
fucking game off.
Dude, Love goes back to pass. He just throws this air ball straight up in the air to Tucker. Elliott's the defensive back on the play, just turns around, just doesn't even play the ball. Tucker runs 50 yards down the field. Elliott tackles him and just gets his knee absolutely blown
That's
out.
when it was. Oh my,
Yeah.
that was a bullshit back, like threw it off his
Yeah.
back foot. Terrible ball. If
Terrible ball.
if the
Terrible
DB
play.
or if anyone's seen the ball leave his hands, he would have been able to pick it, but he was not even paying attention. That was like a rookie throw, just an
Yeah.
oh fuck, and then Kraft goes up and catches it and runs another 40 yards. It's just like when that kid shoots a 40-foot 3-pointer, your coach says fuck, and then it goes in, you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Atta
No, dude,
boy.
Yeah.
The fact
Potential
that
go ahead.
the fact that he blew the play and then just absolutely
Blew his knee.
He's out for the season too. And
Yeah.
He's fucked.
He's gonna have nightmares of that play.
Yeah.
I saw enough gruesome injuries with Scadabo's injury earlier.
God damn, dude. The cycle of getting hype, winning a game, getting hype in New York, having great expectations for these players, and then they get hurt, and the cycle continues. They got Neighbors, Scatabo. Can we just keep Dart healthy for the rest of the year so you can get all 3 of them by next year? You're not
Right.
getting the playoffs already. Had some exciting moments. Got on, people are talking about you. People love scat. They know like in the future, you guys could, be a problem. But let's try to keep everybody together and healthy for at least 5 games.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
see right there why the hip drop is illegal. Like that is such a nasty injury.
Is that what it was? Was a hip drop?
Yeah.
I
Blew
didn't
his
see
shit
that.
out.
Damn.
Surgery the next day in Philly. Said it went well. But
Yep. There was
That's-
TikToks of like that were fake of him like limping, walking after going, Coach, I'm ready to play. Like, get the fuck out of here.
I
Ain't
seen
no
a
way.
TikTok. It was like watching film the next week, and they're like, "Scat, what are you doing here? Ready to play, coach? What are you talking about?" He's sitting there all in a wheelchair and shit.
I'm gonna need to see you walk.
Yeah, at least he's got love around the league. He'll be missed, and people will be excited to watch him next year. But for the Giants team organization, gonna be tough for the next, 7-8 weeks without Neighbor, Scat. You're gonna be having Jackson Dart. Hopefully, he's gonna be throwing to bums.
Keep him upright.
second
Let
running
him
back.
develop a little bit. That's what all you can hope for, and hopefully lose your games because you need a little bit more help. Offensive line, probably another weapon. Your defensive line's decent. You're maybe another DB, but you got to keep the quarterback healthy because if he goes down with a season-ending injury, man, things are going to look bad.
Yeah, and the worst thing about good and bad, but if Dart's in the game, he's going to win. He
Right.
will put his head down. He's not thinking about getting injured. So he's going to play football how you're supposed to play. And that just, gives you the opportunity to be able to get hurt because he's going to tuck it 5, 6, 7 times a game. So,
Right.
You thinking they need offensive line the most, Jimmy?
I think it can't hurt. I mean, they're
if you're going to invest everything into this quarterback, then you better protect him.
right.
Don't pull the Bengals.
You have a
True.
superstar wide receiver. You
Mhm.
have who you think is going to be a superstar running back and a good quarterback. Okay, now we need to get the people in front of them that can open up the holes, and then that even makes the receiver quarterback even better at that point. So I think they got to go all out at the offensive line.
My thing, yeah, especially with they have 3 young talent that they don't have to pay for a few years. You have to sell out in the trenches offensively and defensively and get as many good linemen that you can, especially defensively, just be able to stop the run to keep them in games and not make them have to score 30 points a game or 27 points a game. So that obviously the game's always won in the trenches. You have skilled position players that you are not going to lose in the next 2 years, sell out in the trenches. Obviously, you're going to need backers. You're going to need people to make plays in the secondary, but the game's going to get won in the trenches. So I think they're either going to invest in the draft like that, or they're going to pick up someone next year, going into next year, 1 or 2 guys to be able to bolster them for next year.
Right, and then their interior defensive line is pretty good. I mean, Dexter Lawrence might be the best D tackle in the league, and then you have Kayvon and Brian Burns. So like
Yeah.
they have a defensive line, and if your offense is controlling the ball and not turning it over and not going 3 and out every drive, your defense gets better because they're rested. They don't have to be out there 75% of the time. But yeah, I mean, Giants should be excited. Obviously, it sucks that they have 2 superstars down with injury, but it's on the up and up, I think.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I was just looking at the prospects for next year. I mean, we're early. There's a lot of college football left to be played. There's a lot of time, but it's pretty quarterback, wide receiver heavy at the top end for what people are prospecting. So, I mean, even if you lose these games, are they reaching for an offensive tackle, offensive line?
Right.
Kind of
Well,
looks like it at this point. But
Yeah. There's always the option too, if you're obviously not dead, they're going to have to get some kind of skilled player on offense or defense, but knowing that you want to go in the trenches, you can package shit, you can slip down picks and get an extra pick in a 4th, 5th round. But you have that option because you have your skilled players obviously not locked in. They definitely need a good wide receiver too. They're gonna go and get another back guaranteed unless they pay Tracy. So it's, you know, you're gonna want to get in the trenches, but at the end of the day, you're gonna have to get some skilled players as well.
yeah,
For
and
sure.
I mean, kind of going off, the draft and it being quarterback heavy. I think there's a lot of teams that do need a quarterback. So Saints suck. I don't know if the Titans need a quarterback, but they need something their ass too.
Saints just bench Rattler too. They're starting
Yep.
their rookie, so that's not good. They're gonna go for another quarterback. They're gonna get another quarterback in the draft. It's almost guaranteed. This right now is just saying we're not
Arch
gonna
boy.
invest. Yeah, we're not gonna invest in Rattler. We are gonna tank, and hopefully we get our guy next year.
From one Jets team or one New York team to another. How about the fucking Jets pulling it off for Aaron Glenn, saving his ass?
Dude, I mean, how many points are they gonna put up? That game was just insane.
39-48 against the Bengals. Good God.
Yep, tough for the Bengals too, because you got to score 50 fucking points to win now. You can't even be mad at Flacco on the offense. I mean, what are you supposed to do? You got to
Yeah,
score
what
50
are they-
points to win a game versus the Jets who haven't won a game.
Absolutely insane.
Yeah, so that's the Bengals defense. I've seen people meme them for a couple weeks straight now. They are just terrible. They let up a lot of big plays and they cannot control the run. So
They scored 38 points, and I had T. Higgins to get 3 catches, and the fucker only got 1. Like, come on,
what?
dude. Yeah.
That's disgusting.
1 catch for 44 yards and a tutty.
That
So-
is just disgusting. Speaking of bounce back, Ravens bounce back with a win over the Bears 30-16. Huntley led at quarterback, but Henry had 21 carries, 71 yards. Not that much, but 21 carries as usual for 2 tutties. Defense
And
come up big.
this should have been the easiest read for us. Ravens coming off a bye week, underdog against the Bears. It should have been easy. Harbaugh's going to have his team ready to go, and if they're going to make the playoffs, they need to start winning football games. So, it
They're
was
gonna have to win like all their games.
right. And I mean, King Henry, 21 rushes is what he has to average if you don't have Lamar Jackson, because you're going to control the clock and make the game shorter when Lamar's not there to get you a 3rd down scramble for 1st down, and you're not explosive. King Henry might break one, which he very well could, but giving him 21 carries is pretty good to see,
It's
especially because of my
essential,
fantasy team.
especially because the receiving core is ass cheeks. So Henry's got to run 20 to 25 times a game, regardless if they're up or down. Their receiving core is unreliable, and you have Huntley as a quarterback. So it's good to see Baltimore get back. It's kind of tough to see them take a decline, as I was hoping for an AFC change of throne, whether it was Herbert, Lamar, or the Bills,
Right.
But it's like KC's trending again. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but it kind of just takes Baltimore right out of it, and we're down to 3 guys. Burrow is obviously done, so it's just like my hope 7 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago is down to like a big wish.
Right.
Well, I mean, I put this helmet on, helmet of shame. I had Bears plus 6.5. Obviously, wrong reads. Wrong reads.
You got to
But
make your bets with the helmet on. It's all about the aura.
it might.
And if
it
you
might,
go
I don't know.
perfect, you're wearing that fucker again. I promise.
Facts.
That or
I
you
don't-
got to next day ship it to us so we can wear it.
Oh, I got you. Don't worry. I got custom ones made for you guys. Well, yours got a little more
Shit.
hair, Dunny.
You're gonna have to get Dunny a
4X.
triple XL.
Right.
You got to get a bucket hat with a mask. Brees Hall had 133 yards and 2 tutties in that game. When obviously Fields is playing, he's gonna rush a lot, but through the air, not so much. And they just were able to get it done on the ground. 133 yards and a tutty is pretty fucking nuts. For
I
a
agree.
0-7 team, by the way.
Right. And,
He had a passing touchdown too, I think.
Yeah, I needed him in fantasy that week. Bad.
Chase had 12 catches.
Dude, he's just getting the Cooper Cup treatment. He's getting throw it to your best player every time. Throw it. That's why T didn't get the fucking ball.
Since Joe Flacco took over, 10 catches, 16 catches, 12 catches.
That's disgusting.
On 12 targets, 23 targets, 19 targets.
23 targets is fucking foul. That is spamming.
Yeah, that's
You're
crazy.
spamming. That's cheese. That's what if you had 20 something targets in Madden, that's cheese. You're running a
Yep.
bullshit play. But it works.
Stop it if you can.
X. Colts 7-1, best team in football. They beat the Titans 38-14. I personally, we've been talking about them, but I think now they're solidified the most complete team, one of the most healthy teams, and they're just rolling silently, just rolling.
Yeah, I think a couple weeks ago I put him number 1 on my my ratings, so they're still up there. Daniel Jones is playing well. I think it really helps that Jonathan Taylor's got his legs back under him from a couple years ago. So having that,
He's front runner MVP, I think,
Jonathan
or
Taylor,
Should be.
first or
Should be.
second right now.
I
But
think
he
Pat
has
Mahomes
like
is first right now.
he has like which
For
is
what?
crazy, which is just get off his nutsack.
Right.
That's fucking crazy. But he'll be like one of the first running backs to win the MVP. I don't know in when or what, but he has a chance to like make history as a running back.
Yeah, JT is 6th right now in MVP odds.
Who is the top 5?
Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen, Drake May, Stafford, Jordan Love.
Drake May, Stafford for sure. I can get behind that.
Yeah, I
Yep.
get behind that.
The
Have you
rest?
have you guys looked at Drake May's like down the field passing stats this year? They're insane. Like nobody in the history of the NFL has thrown the ball as well as Drake May has down the field in the first 8 games.
He's that dude. They needed him. That organization needed a quarterback bad. They're happy to find someone that they're going to full invest in and build around. They got 2 running backs. They brought in Diggs. They already had a decent defense. Like, it's there. They got some shit to work with. They're going to be scary, especially that first round of playoffs.
Yep. Are you guys actually sold on the Colts? I need to ask this question.
Yes.
I know they've played real shit teams. Trust
Right.
me. I know their schedule is really bad if you go look at the win-loss record for said teams, but they're blowing them out. Their offense, like they can only do what they can do versus the teams they play. And there's been only like one sketchy game, but other than that, they have been putting up numbers.
Yep. So just so you know, Dan, Dolphins they beat. Dolphins are ass. Broncos they beat. That's
Big
a good
win.
win.
That's a good
By
win.
1 point.
Big win.
Titans they beat. Titans are ass. Rams they lost to. Raiders they beat. Raiders are ass. Cardinals they beat. Cardinals are ass. Chargers they beat. Chargers are also
Not
ass.
ass. No, they're not.
And the Titans again, which again are ass.
All I'm seeing is W, 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 W's.
7 of them. 7 of them.
They're gonna get tested over these next few weeks, though.
For sure. They need a stress test.
Falcons, Chiefs.
But what you can do with a stress test when you're 7-1 is figure out where you're at and where
True.
you need to be. So they have the pieces. Their defense is fucking disgusting. Their defense has been good for the past couple of years, but they've been plagued with injuries. They've been one of the worst teams with the Chargers. Just insane injuries every single year. Their defense is legit. Their running game is legit, and Danny Dimes is not turning the ball over. That was the one thing we said. As long as Danny doesn't turn the ball over, he's got a great offensive line, good receiving core, great tight end, rookie tight end, putting up lots of numbers, and then obviously JT, best running back in the league so far.
And Jimmy, to your point, Steelers are ass, Falcons are ass. They're not getting tested these next 2 weeks. They play the Chiefs. We'll get a real litmus test there on if they're any good.
Go in at 9-1 with a litmus test at week 11.
And
Yeah.
they'll be coming off bye to face the Chiefs too.
You played
Yeah.
10 games in the NFL, you know who you are, where you're at, you know how good you are. I don't care how bad the division is. You played enough good teams that can beat you. So I'm all in on them.
Yeah, I mean, I
I
think the
love it.
Jaguars aren't bad, and they haven't played them yet. So I think towards the end of the year, they get a little tougher games. But
We'll see.
What do you think? What do you think? How are
I'm
you gonna ask
hopeful.
me and not say nothing?
Yeah.
I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that they are good, but I still am not sold. I don't know. I don't think they've been tested enough. When you look at their quality opponents that they've played, they've lost. They've lost and they won by a point. So
who you gonna say is better right now?
then the Colts, the Lions.
Oh, of
We
course.
We lost to the Packers and the Chiefs. We haven't been. We suck against good teams.
All right. Touche.
Dan.
Touche. The Chiefs, I think, would beat them.
We'll see. We got 3 weeks to see.
We got
we'll
3
find
weeks
out.
to see.
I don't think they're
find
gonna go
out.
perfect the rest of the year. I don't think, they're the best team ever. But I think through the first 10 weeks, they are definitely a top 3 team. Obviously, the record's gonna show, but stats offensively, they're pretty damn good.
I'll give it to you guys. I like it.
Yeah, buddy. All right, let's do some recaps on week 9 picks.
I'll go first. I'll get it over with. I should have that helmet on, just like Dan. Went 1-3 last week. Let's see here. Who did I pick and who didn't come through for me? 49ers money line. They got their asses smacked. Bucks -4.5. That was a dub. Super easy against the Saints. That was a no-brainer. Giants +7.5. Scatball went down. I knew it was ugly. And then Falcons -7.5. We just touched on it. Where the hell were they? The Dolphins showed up for the first time. So we went 1-3. Not looking so good so far in the NFL. But hey, that's why there's another week. There's always another week. You can always win next week.
There was another week. You got college football. You got KBO. You got table tennis. You got everything. There's always another something.
NFL's not going away. It's always going to be there. It's just it has a little bit of a break in between sometimes.
Exactly. That's where you get to assemble the troops. That's where you got to stack the troops up before
get ready to
deployment.
deploy again. Here we go. Lions -8.5. I really like us against the Vikings. Even if JJ does play, I don't know that he's physically ready or mentally ready. And if the dome is rocking like it's supposed to be, and they struggle to get the play call in like they did in week 1, it can get ugly in a hurry. Our offense is explosive. Broncos money line. They're underdogs in Houston. I know Houston just beat San Francisco, and it was a game that I really didn't think could happen. But you're going to give me Bo Nix and that defense plus money, I'll take it. Bills money line. Let's see. They are playing the Chiefs at home, giving up 2.5 or they're underdogs by 2.5. I'll give plus money again on the Bills at home. They win in the regular season. They lose in the postseason. It's still the regular season. We take the Bills. And then you guys were just talking about it. Indy -3.5. I do think they cover this week. They've been playing darn good football. Let's ride the train while we can.
Jimmy, you said you don't know if JJ's ready. Did you see him hurdle that guy on the sideline? I think they're dogging his ass. I just don't think they want to play him. I think he's fine.
I think they're afraid that he might not be the guy, and they're trying to hold him back.
Maybe.
If they put him out there and they don't think he's the guy, it can get ugly in a hurry.
For sure.
Can he really be that much worse than Wentz?
I just
Like-
don't think. I think he's just young, man. He hasn't got game experience. He didn't play at all last year. He sat behind Sam Darnold, who, I mean, he's having a resurgence of his career, but like he's not the best. He's
He had-
serviceable.
Well, JJ had a great game and then a bad game, and then he got injured. So the
Yeah.
last thing you remember is him having a bad game and getting injured. But that week 1 hype was insane.
It was.
You know, it was definitely crazy for the Vikings. Came to a screeching halt, but you got to give the kid a chance. I mean,
Yeah.
you seen, I don't think Wentz was the guy. It's not like he's going to be the guy in the future. If you don't think JJ is going to be the guy for the future, then you got some big problems. Because we're 2 years deep, and you have more than a couple wins. So you being able to get that number 1, 2, 3 quarterbacks not looking extremely great. You're kind of in that middle zone. So do you go for it with JJ? You don't have a choice anymore because Wentz got surgery. He's done for the year.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yep.
Well,
They haven't been looking great. Not bad for Lions fans.
that's true. Helmet of shame. My picks last week, Jimmy at least got a win. I didn't. 0 for 3. Really killed it. Really killed it, boys. Bears plus 6.5. L. They got smacked. Panthers plus 7.5 versus the Bills. L. They got smacked. Giants plus 7.5 versus the Eagles. They lost more legs than they went in with. So
Oh shit.
it was tough. Tough week.
That's crazy.
But
It's all right. We forget.
we forget and we deploy the troops. And I dressed up as a troop. I am one of the troops being deployed.
That's a real leader right there.
I'm with the boys. So Broncos money line. Jimmy already said it. Love that pick. I'm going Ravens versus Fins over 51.5. Both their defenses are kind of ass. So give me the points. In this one, since I was 0-3 last week, if I'm going to go 0-3 this week, Kansas City minus 1.5. I want them to lose. Fuck them.
All right. That's
Wait,
not
Kansas
bad.
City minus 1.5?
Yeah,
Kansas City
KC.
minus
You're
1.5.
fading yourself. Okay, I
Fade
got
myself.
it. I got it.
I love it. I honestly cannot remember what I picked last week and I deleted it. But I bet it wasn't good. This week I have a lot of the same shit that you guys already picked. I got Lions minus 8.5 versus the Vikings. JJ Vikings haven't looked great, especially defensively. They haven't had a great running game in the last 2 weeks. So I'll take Lions all day at the Vikings. I think it would have been 6.5, 5.5 if it wasn't in Minnesota. So I'm just going to take the better team to win by 10, basically. I got Colts minus 3.5 against the Steelers. I talked about the Steelers not being able to score touchdowns. That is going to be a really big problem if the Colts offense is doing what the Colts offense have done in the last few weeks. So 3.5, I don't think is crazy. Their defense is super good. Their front four is insane. I think they get after Rodgers 3, 4, 5 sacks, put some pressure on them. And if the Steelers don't have a good running game, then it'll be a very bad problem for them because the Colts will be able to get after Aaron, and he's not going to be able to throw it 50 times and put up 50 points against these Colts. So I like the Colts, and then I am going Bills +3 versus the Chiefs or Bills money line. I just like the Bills this week. I want the Chiefs to lose. I'm a fucking Chiefs hater, so anytime I can get a Bills or a pick'em game, basically, I'm going to take the Bills. Bills are +3, but they're in Kansas City, so this is basically a pick'em game with a home court advantage. They're getting 3 points for being at home. If this is in Buffalo, I think it's a 50-50. It's a -105, -115 kind of game. So I'm going to take Bills with the emotional pick here. Chargers for my 4th pick, -9.5 against the Titans. I think they might have turned the corner. They're playing a shitty Titans team that has 0 chance of winning more than 3 games this year. I believe the Chargers offense, Vidal had a super big game last week. 2 tutties, 100 yards. if they have that running game going, Herbert and the receivers will be able to get points up. I think their offense. I'm hoping their offense makes that leap in the next week or two. And this is a good game to do it against the Titans. So 9.5 against the Titans, and those are my 4 picks.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. What 2-week get rolling again for the Chargers here with the Vikings dominating them when they're hurting at quarterback, and then you get the Titans to just to light that spark again for them. Hopefully, Herbert shows up and plays better than them just going 8-8 like they always do. So
Yeah, Chargers down late and driving. That is usually the name of the game. They're 5-3. They have that, like you said, the Vikings, Titans, and they got Steelers, Jag, Raiders. I mean, they can come through with 4 wins in a row and then be, rolling into Eagles, Chiefs, Cowboys. So
yikes.
it's not all, roses and sunshine. They got 3 weeks, luckily, with the schedule they have, to get shit right before they play some games that really matter and are going to determine their season and placing in their division. So
For sure.
I mean, this week's got some big implications. If Bills beat Chiefs and Chargers win, Chiefs are on the outside right now in the playoffs.
Yeah, and like for the division, the Broncos, if they take care of business on the road against the Texans and the Chargers win, and then the Chiefs lose, now the Chiefs are down 2 games. It's gonna be interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think the only hope that we don't see the Chiefs in the fucking AFC Championship game is if they just don't make the playoffs, and the only
Amen.
chance is that the Chargers have to stay ahead of them.
for sure, we talked about hopefully that Chiefs weren't going to start rolling after the Lions. I brought it up multiple times. Last 3 games, including the Lions, 30 points, 31, 28. They won by 13 against us. They blew out the Raiders 31-0. Then they just washed the Commanders 28-7. I know they had Mariota, but you get shit rolling in Kansas City, shit starts clicking, not good. So just seeing that, not great. But it's kind of vice versa. From the Colts and stuff, their next 3 weeks, Bills, at Broncos, home versus the Colts. Those are 3 huge games.
Huge
Mhm.
games.
So they needed those 3 games to start rolling and looking good. So hopefully they blow 2 out of these 3 games, especially that Bills divisional one, or that Bills game, and then the Broncos divisional one in Denver. Their schedule is not pretty. Like I said, Bills, Broncos, Colts, Cowboys. Then they still have the Chargers and Broncos again. So there's opportunity for loss, and there's opportunity for Denver and the Chargers to, take that leap and try to get the 1 seed.
Most definitely.
That's one of the most interesting divisions in football right now. We knew it was going to be. We especially knew it was going to be when the Chargers beat Kansas City
Day
week
1.
1.
Yep.
But now seeing the Chiefs 5-3, still at number 1, 2, Denver. Either way, that division is going to go to the last couple weeks for sure.
Most definitely. A little parlay I built for the Lions game, just so I can kind of tell you guys right away. Lions money line, make it easy. Gibbs 50 yards, Amon-Ra 40 yards, Jefferson 40 yards plus 102. You get plus money on it, and it should be easy as cake.
I love it.
I like that.
Nice and simple. Keep it simple, stupid.
Amen.
Before we get off the NFL, I got a couple trivia questions for you guys.
Here we go.
All right, I hope you guys are locked in today because these are some cupcakes, and I think you should get them all.
Okay, I hate when people say that. I'm
Break out the SAT schedule. Here we go.
All right, which team has scored the most touchdowns so far in the NFL?
Colts or Denver. Colts.
Jimmy?
Wait, has there been a team with no bye yet?
Yeah,
It's one
the
of those
Colts haven't
dumb-
had a bye week, so I would go Colts.
It is
Yeah,
the
let's go
Colts.
Colts. Let's
Proud of you
go. Come
One
on.
for one. One
That
for
was
one.
insta.
That was instant. All right, which team has the least touchdowns?
Yikes.
I would have said the Jets, but they just put up fucking 400 points.
Raiders.
Raiders, yeah.
Wrong. Titans, bro. Come on.
Titans.
Oh,
Duh.
duh.
They've been getting waxed.
They've been
The
getting
point
destroyed.
differential is disgusting.
Colts have had 32 touchdowns. Titans 9. That's tough.
God
That's a tough look.
damn.
It's a tough
9
look.
tutties is disgusting.
The Lions are actually, I think, third in the league with 27 touchdowns, and they've played one last game.
Not bad.
So
Not too shabby.
not too bad.
Got to play some fucking defense every week like last game. Be aight.
All right,
Aight.
third one. Let's see if you guys can get this. Out of all the quarterbacks with over 40 attempts, there's only one who hasn't thrown an interception. Who is it?
Here's one of those no fucking clues. 32 quarterbacks.
Not Caleb. It's not Aaron.
There's 40 quarterbacks who have 40 attempts or more.
Damn, it's not JJ. It's not Goff. It's not Jordan Love.
The Knicks?
I
don't.
could it be Drake
know.
May?
Ooh.
Are you guys locking it in? What are we
no,
locking in,
no,
boys?
It might be Danny Dimes though. That's what's scary. I'm gonna go Drake May. I like it.
Okay.
0 picks. What did I say?
You said Bo Nix.
Yeah, just go Bo.
Nope.
Who is
Justin
it?
Fields.
He fucking throws it 9 times a game.
Yeah, he has 40 attempts. You're right.
40 attempts.
Yeah.
40
3
total.
He's got there.
You're sick.
He actually has 167 attempts. So I had to go down the list. The next quarterback would be 38.
Through 10 games, 9 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 18 attempts a game.
The lowest attempts is 38. Kirk Cousins is where the cutoff is. 38 to 167.
Kirk go bangs.
Dang.
All right, run yours, Dunny.
All
Get
right,
him back.
man. This is just for you because Riley already knows the answer. Mercedes Lewis just got signed to the practice squad by the Broncos. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Okay, he is 41 years old.
Yeah.
If he signs and catches a pass, he would be the third 41-year-old to catch a pass as a 41-year-old or older. Who
Okay.
are the other two?
Tom Brady.
This motherfucker was cheating.
No, I knew that one. Shit. 41? It's some old motherfucker, I bet. Who played when they were old as hell? I don't know. Gostowski?
Gostowski, a kicker?
The kicker?
Yeah, dude. I don't know.
Jerry Rice.
The OG one. How the fuck did you get Tom Brady?
I knew that from a while. I heard that stat before.
God, you're such a
'Cause I think
weirdo. That was
he's
supposed to be the stump.
No, he's the oldest, I think. I think
TV?
he's the oldest to ever catch a pass.
I'm not sure, truthfully.
I
Disgusting
forgot
as a
Jerry Rice was
quarterback.
that old when he played.
Yeah.
Yep, he was getting it. He was riding
For the
around and getting it.
Seahawks.
Yeah, don't look up that jersey.
Ugly.
Doesn't look right. It's not
really
real.
You know what jersey didn't look right? The Steelers. Those were disgusting.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Especially on
Sweet,
TV. Jesus
Dude, those were
Christ. Like in person they were bad, but on TV they looked fucking horrible.
They were tough, man.
That's literally the first thing Sarah said. I turned the game on. Oh my god, those uniforms are hideous. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, there
They
we
like
go.
they like to do that once a year.
Some of them throwbacks need to stay throwing
Throw
back.
them back. Yep.
Don't
Yeah.
bring them back.
Throw them the fuck back, please. We're good on them. Make some new ones. We got fucking AI nowadays and we can't even make some new unis. We gotta go back to the 40s. Come on,
Yeah,
baby.
Tough.
All right, you boys got anything else? What do we got?
We got some NHL. NHL
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Let it ride. Come on.
All right. Well, last week 2-1. Hurricanes, Avs. We said over 5.5. That was easy. They scored like 12 goals. Wings money line. That didn't pan out. L. And we had Mammoth money line. That was a W. So 2-1. a lot of those are plus money.
We take that.
8-4 on the season. We're killing it so far.
Keep it going.
So we're rolling into Thursday, October 30th. Going Devils -1.5 versus the Sharks. Sharks are fucking bad. Devils are the top team in the Metro. Sharks might be the worst team I've ever watched. They're just bad. They've always, I don't know if they've ever been good. I don't know. I just got into hockey like 4 years ago, so they could have been good before that, but they're always bad. We're going Stars money line. They're plus money. Not sure why. They're just the better team there, but take them. And then we're going Oilers Rangers over 5.5. Rangers have sucked. Oilers score goals, so should be an easy 3-0.
What we love to hear. Dan's been the hockey god. It's the only one that has had a winning record since the beginning.
We're killing it.
What was that second pick you picked?
My second pick, it was the Stars money line. They were plus money on DraftKings when I took it.
Yep, plus 120 right now.
I updated the over 5.5 goals. We're getting closer to being profitable here.
Let's go.
97 wins, 67 losses, about 60%. There's a lot of juice in there.
Getting
though,
there.
so
Yeah.
we're getting there.
We got to get 65, 67 and hold. It's still early.
It's
It's going to be a lot of fucking games.
We got a lot of games left, but
That's still, I mean, that's positive. I like that. I mean,
Yeah. it's not bad.
it's progress. It's something to keep looking at.
As we get later in the season, though, this is definitely going to come down. Just as the goalies kind of get more in tune. So if you can get real nerdy with the stats, and I think the goalies kind of do when they go up against players. So the more ice time other players get, the more stats they got to look at and analyze, better they get. So
Still like 5.5, baby. 5.5, especially if you're watching the game, just rooting for goals, baby.
that's it. That's it. The
Yes.
other day, I think it was Saturday, there was 16 games. 14 of them were over 5.5 or over. And I was like, man, there was one game was 1-0. I was like, fuck that. I would have been pissed.
Hey, only 2 L's though. You're gonna
Yeah.
have one of those.
2 days
There
left
she
of
goes.
October and 15 games left for your stats there.
Yeah, we'll get them in. We'll get them in.
Not bad. Plenty of hockey left.
Most definitely.
Oh yeah. All right. Is that gonna do it for you, Dan, with the hockey?
That's all I got for hockey.
Is that all you got in general?
I didn't know MLB, how you guys are feeling about that. I mean,
World Series. We can talk about that. Ain't got
Shohei
much longer to talk.
Ohtani is a different animal, dude. Good night.
You know, you feel bad when they lose. You know,
Yeah, he
because
did.
he's had a good performance every fucking game. Obviously, that pitching outing didn't go his way. Got 7 Ks, let up 4. But at the end of the day, he's the best hitter on their team, and he's a rotational or a starting pitcher. If he doesn't win the world, or if he doesn't win, I still feel like he's the MVP. Is that crazy to say?
No, I don't think so.
He'd be the first in the MLB history, I'm pretty sure, to be MVP for the losing team.
Yeah, so maybe they just don't do it, but you could still tip your cap and say like he was the best
for sure.
player on the fucking diamond, like guaranteed.
Yeah, I mean, would you say he's the best MLB player ever?
Right now, yeah, for sure. I would love to see Babe Ruth try to hit a ball off him.
There's stats that he is in like one of 3 or one of 4 people to ever do this for hitting, and there's like 10 categories, and then there's also 5 or 6 categories for pitching. He's one of 3 people to ever do this in the regular season or the playoffs. It's ridiculous. He is unreal. Babe Ruth included. Babe Ruth's in a couple of them, but he's not in both sides of it. He was a serviceable pitcher. He was not.
Everyone was pitching back then. Let's be real.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
They were throwing out 58 mile-an-hour fastballs.
Hey, is your
he's
shoulder
also-
still attached? Yep, get on the mound.
Tommy
Shohei's
John
also
wasn't
got
even
his
real
own-
back then.
Shohei's also got his own club, the 50-50 club. So, you know,
I mean, you got to be an old head or diehard Babe Ruth fan or whatever to not say he's leaps and bounds over the best player you've ever seen in your entire life. Because he steals. he pitches, he hits home runs. Like he does everything that you can in baseball. You know, like he is the ultimate baseball player. So I don't know. You got to be kind of delusional to not put him up there right now, especially after what he's done in the World Series. He could back to back it. So it's like if he does that, it's almost just like lock. Like there's no more conversation. I know he's got 10 plus years of his career left to deteriorate that, but for what he's done now, it's almost inevitable that he's going to go down as the best baseball player ever.
Yeah.
I mean his NLCS game where he was 6 for 6, 3 home runs, and he pitched that game. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah,
It's-
and that was to send him.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Absolutely
then
insane.
didn't he get walked like 4 times the other night? Had multiple home runs. I mean, that was the stat. He went on base 9 times. The next in the World Series, the next one is 7, but they played
Yeah.
16 innings. You will never fucking beat that. Nobody's
18.
getting 18. Nobody's getting on base 9 times because you're
Dude,
gonna
what do you
have
think
to
he had?
play 18 innings.
Yeah. What do you have? He had 2 home runs, two doubles, and then they were like, "Yeah, we're walking you every fucking time."
After the
crazy.
9th inning, they walked him 4 straight times. They played a whole nother game, 9 innings, no runs. They played 2 fucking games. And
Yep.
Freddie does what Freddie does.
4 for
Clutch.
4, 2 doubles, 2 homers, 5 walks.
5 walks. They walked. They
Yeah.
didn't. They said no, we're good. And I mean, you gotta play that strategy because they were home. They had the bottom, so a
Yeah.
home run wins every inning, or every time he was up all 5 times. One swing of the bat kills the game. You weren't gonna let him do it, but that lineup is so loaded that
Doesn't
Freddie's
matter.
gonna do it. Somebody's gonna do it. They are all hitting dingers.
Yeah, someone tweeted, Blue Jays manager is actively saying, I'm going to intentionally walk Shohei Ohtani to get to 8-time All-Star, MVP,
Mhm.
future Hall of
That's fucking
Famer
bad.
Mookie Betts, and followed up by 9-time All-Star, MVP, and future Hall of Famer Freddie Freeman. And we're all thinking, yeah, probably the right idea. Like,
Yeah,
good God, that's
nobody's
insane.
batting an eye. Nobody's saying nobody's Monday morning quarterback because nobody's pitching to that guy, especially what he did to you after 9 innings. I wouldn't pitch to him again the rest of this season. There's no shot. Unless you're up 3-4 and there's nobody on base, you can pitch to him. One's not going to kill you. But if there's anyone on or if there's no outs, I'm going to just let him get on first and hope to God he doesn't steal second.
Yeah, you're right.
So
He is
super
the only
exciting
player,
though.
only player in MLB history with back-to-back games of 12 total bases, regular season
That's
or
crazy.
postseason, and he did it in the World Series.
Yeah, end of
That's
the
insane.
discussion. That's disgusting. I
If
almost feel
if he
bad
doesn't
just like
win,
saying he's so good because it's so obvious. It's
Right.
like I almost don't even want to waste my breath on it because you just got to watch a game.
yeah. If he doesn't win the MVP, who do you think wins? Like I'm assuming Blue Jays win if
Vlad.
It's gonna be
Vlad.
Vlad,
Yeah.
the only one to hit a home run off Otani.
And he hit another one tonight.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I was thinking.
That
I
both
when I was still
lineups
in
have been
Michigan,
insane.
when I was still in Michigan, I watched Vlad on the lug nuts. It was just crazy to think about.
Hell yeah! Got to see him in the trenches.
In the trenches, bro.
Now he's about to be World Series MVP. What's the score right now?
5-1.
5-1.
Yep.
Sheesh. In the top, one on, no outs.
Not looking good for the Dodgers.
One good thing about the series, there have been runs. It has not
Yeah, it
been.
hasn't been
It
boring,
hasn't
that's
been
for sure.
boring. There's been no 1-0s or anything like that. There have been home runs, and a lot of ball.
Yep. I know we didn't recap the lines. I just thought about this though. Hutch signed 4-year contract extension today. Did you guys see that? What do you
Yeah,
think? 151 guaranteed, 180 over 4 years.
I think it's what you got to do. The Browns did it with Garrett. He's only got one more mil. I think he did 152 and a half or something, so he didn't reset the market technically, but he basically matched it. He's super young. He looks extremely healthy. I'm sure they watch film and see 3 guys having to chip them, and we're like, yeah, we're gonna have to take this for the next until 2030 at least. And then when that comes up, he's gonna be able to actually reset the market and pretty much ask for whatever he wants if he stays healthy. But for the Lions, we have so many locked in offensive players. I think he's just the must have as defensive end, and he's a fan favorite. He's a Michigan guy. I think Dan did the right thing, and upper management did the right thing. Just get it out of the way, pay the man his money, and we move on this season and for the future with the Lions. I think it's just a must have, but doing it now and not having to wait, just lock it in, get it over with. You know your financials for the next years.
And it
You know
doesn't
what I
become a
mean?
drama thing, like
Right.
you don't have that, oh, is he gonna hold out situation. Like, it's refreshing to see a pro sports team, and let alone be our pro sports team, handle things the right way and get it done proactively rather than just pushing it off and saying, you gotta sign a team friendly deal because we're gonna make you, or you go to free agency.
Right. Yeah, and honestly, I think he could have got more out of it.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. If he would have tested the free agency market, he for sure would have. But I don't think he wants to go anywhere. He's born and raised 15 miles east or west, and he went to Michigan. He is Michigan's guy. And if he
Hmm.
ever brought a World Series to the Lions, or World Series, good fucking night, Super Bowl to the Lions, he's on the Mount Rushmore of Michigan athletes all
Yeah,
time.
throw him next to Barry. I mean, the motherfucker got us one. He just instantly
Mhm.
goes on Mount Rushmore. Obviously, he's one of our most liked athletes since like Miggy and Kelvin. I feel like our
Right?
fan base really likes him, invest in him. He's super young, and he's had the output where you can put him up there. And like I said, he's not worried about the obviously resetting the 1 mil. Um, I think 150, 150 whatever is pretty good for his age. And like I said, by 2030, he'll be able to, restructure or do whatever he wants to do. But just us taking care of him, like you said, is refreshing as fuck, especially knowing what we did to Barry and Kelvin. Let's just pay the man.
Amen. Amen. So the next 4 players that we have to sign are from the same draft. Ja, Campbell, Brian Branch, Laporta. I have a weird feeling that Ja's gonna break everyone's heart.
Get the fuck out of here.
I think he's gonna. I think he'll
For
leave and
what?
get as
We
much money as he can.
nah, nah. No. No shot. Not
He's
after
my
being
favorite
Fucking
Lion right
Gibbs?
now.
not after being
Yeah,
with Demo for this year. There is 0% chance that he's not
I got a
going to do
weird
whatever he
feeling.
can. So what do you think we'd do? We'd keep Demo?
Well, I think we would draft
Gibbs is
again.
the best running back in the league. We
I
will
agree.
throw whatever money we need to at him. I promise you. There's 0 shot.
I hope you're right. I hope you're right.
I mean, at that point, you let fucking Branch go if you're worried about money and re-signing one of the 4. Gibbs is the best running back in the league. You
I
top 2. You put him up with Bijan, but I think he's better than Bijan.
I agree. I just have a weird feeling that he's going to say, I'm going to test free agency and go somewhere and give me the
Gonna go
most
get
money.
max contract at Tennessee. Go lose the rest of it? No.
I
I
mean, we
hope
still
I'm
got
wrong.
him until 2027. What are we talking about, Jimmy? We got time. We got out of here, buddy.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to start thinking about signing him now.
Yeah, they already
so
did
you
with
can.
our boys. That's why they
Yeah, I
Right.
just
mean, I
signed the
think
150. But
I think after the season they open up the change, toss it out there for him.
yeah, especially I mean, even you can wait till midway next year, like we did with
Right.
Hutch this year. So plenty of time. Little bit. Don't fucking say that. Way too early, Dunny.
Yeah.
Chill out.
Who else did you
Relax.
say? You said Campbell and Laporta. Someone else.
Campbell
Yeah.
and Branch.
I mean, I think you re-signed Branch. I think you let the other 2 walk. That's just my opinion, but
I say you got to keep them all.
I mean,
I wholeheartedly
I
agree.
don't think Laporta's resetting the tight end market, so it's not like like he's great. Same with Branch. They're not doing what our other 2 guys would do, as in Gibbs, um, and Hutch. So I don't think like you can get away with a 1-year extension, a 2-year guarantee. Like I think they'll be able to structure it good enough and figure out what they need, be able to get it done. I mean that I have all my trust in the back end that they're keeping who they need.
And I think when the time does come, Jared Goff will say, yeah, just cut me a check. I'll take my signing bonus, kind of like what TB12 did. You can kick me down to,
Kick me
12
down and go
12
to
mil.
incentives. I win every playoff game's an extra 100K, yada, yada, yada.
Right. Yep.
So you only get it if you win. Obviously, the Lions are going to make money. They go to the playoffs, so you can afford that extra 100K. I just think, personally, those four, that draft is so fucking perfect. And I just take a moment. Everyone bitched at Gibbs. Everyone thought we reached on Gibbs. Everyone thought Gibbs was not the guy that we should have picked up, and now he's the one that we're begging to keep.
Yep.
But those four, that draft class is insane. If you don't keep them together, that is like the foundation of the Lions right now. Obviously, Penne as well.
It
Front
took us
four.
to the top and, over that hump where,
Yeah, for sure.
where we're going. But yeah, that's all I have for the NFL. You guys got anything else? Go ahead, Dan.
You're gonna get me on a soapbox here if I go any longer, man. But
go ahead. What are you gonna say?
I'm not a fan. I mean, Laporta, I could see. I just don't want to overpay on a tight end. Where
For sure, it's the same Hawkinson,
good.
but I think he's better than Hawkinson. And I don't think if it comes down to that like Ebron Hawkinson situation, all right, we'll draft another tight end and we'll go get one. But I don't think it's gonna be break the bank, and he's not asking for a 5-year. So we'll see. I mean, if it's really up to them, they're the owners, the management, and then their agents. It's like what they can work out. So there's like a lot of moving parts, but I feel like Detroit will do everything they can to keep that draft class together because it was such a good draft class.
And the buy-in is different in Detroit now. Gamble, people want to play for him, so that should help the situation.
For sure. Yeah, people are bought in after we won our first game.
Right.
That crazy Minnesota game.
I was there.
Were you?
Yeah.
That's the start. That was the start. You got the witness history.
I think after Laporta, though, I'd let Campbell walk too. I don't know. I personally hate the linebacker core, but
for a second I thought you said Campbell. I was like, all right, well, that's gonna do it for the podcast, boys. Yeah, I got you.
Not
I got you.
I think if you was talking about Dan, we'd have to pull one of these. Yep.
I think he's a stud too.
Yeah, I don't know. I think our defense kind of lacks in the middle. I don't like Anzalone. Never have.
Yeah, I think he moves better than Anzalone though.
I think he
moves, like side to side. Anzalone.
I'm more of someone who wants to see like prime Roquan Smith in the middle. Someone who's moving, like that's what I want in the middle of the field, and we don't have
only one Roquan. Let's be real here. There ain't too many of those
just
you're
wants
picking
us to
up.
Go sign up with Fred Warner off the corner of the street.
Yeah,
saying,
dude, give me
we got
We'll
Fred
find
Warner.
a random Fred Warner or something.
Yeah, Hightower, give me Dante Hightower from back in the day, bro. Give me that's what I want in the middle of the defense.
All we need is Brian Urlacher. All you got to do is let him go and then draft the Brian Urlacher.
You big motherfucker that played safety? Guess what? Middle linebacker, baby.
Yep.
That's what I'm looking for.
We're going to call you Brian Jr.
BJ for short. All right, that's gonna do it from us. About an hour. Yeah, we'll see you in 2 days when we talk about college. So we appreciate you. Peace.
Peace.
Another one for Tommy boy. Another one for the world. Another one for the listeners. And maybe